Hi Bridget, my name's Leslie, and I'm going to be walking you through this session today. Before we begin, I have some information for you, and I'm going to read it over to make sure I cover everything. You probably already have a good idea of why we've asked you here, but let me go over it briefly. We're asking people to try a website that we're working on so we can see whether it works as intended. The session should take about an hour. The first thing I want to make clear right away is that we're testing the site, not you. You can't do anything wrong here. In fact, this is probably the one place today where you don't have to worry about making mistakes. As you use this site, I'm going to ask you as much as possible to try and think out loud, to say what you're looking at, what you're trying to do, and what you're thinking. This will be a big help to us. Also, please don't worry that you're going to hurt our feelings. We're doing this to improve the site, so we need to hear your honest reactions. If you have any questions as we go along, just ask them. I may not be able to answer them right away since we're interested in how people do when they don't have someone sitting next to them to help. But if you still have questions when we're done, I'll try and answer them. And if you need to take a break at any point, just let me know. You may have noticed the microphone. With your permission, we're going to record what happens on the screen and our conversation. The recording will only be used to help us figure out how to improve the site and won't be seen by anyone else. Alright, so do you have any questions so far?
Nope, sounds like a good plan to me.
Sounds good. Alright. Before we look at the site, I'd like to ask you a few quick questions. First, what's your occupation? What do you do all day?
I am a full-time student and a part-time caterer.
Nice. Now, roughly how many hours a week altogether, just ballpark, would you say that you spend on the internet, including web browsing and email at work and at home?
Good Lord. Probably like 40 hours a week, I'd say.
And what would you say the split between email and browsing is? Just a rough percentage.
90% browsing, 10% email.
Okay. And what kind of sites are you looking at when you browse the web?
I do a lot of online shopping, social media. I pretend to check my email a lot and just have the tab open.
Nice.
That's about it.
Cool. And do you have any favorite websites?
I mean, I love my email.
That's a good one.
I spend too much money at Amazon. And, you know, I browse Facebook from time to time. That's about it.
Okay, great. That's all the questions I have for you, and we can get started looking at things.
Perfect.
So first I'm going to ask you to look at this page and tell me what you make of it. What strikes you about it? Whose site do you think it is? What can you do here? What's it for? Just look around and do a little narrative. You can scroll if you want, but please don't click on anything yet.
Okay, so it looks like the UVM Synchronized Skating Team website. I can tell from the picture and the very bold and clear title. They're a club sport. Has a nice cute pic of the team. It looks like just a general information page. Looks like there's a bunch of links for their competitions, members, some pictures. Yeah.
Cool, thank you. Now I'm going to ask you to do some specific tasks. I'm going to read each one out loud, and I'm going to ask you to do these without using search. We'll learn a lot more about how the site works this way. And again, as much as possible, thinking out loud is really helpful for us.
Cool.
Okay, so the first task is, can you tell me what shows the team performs in?
All right.
You can click now.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to click under competitions. So I feel like that sounds just about it. Okay, so I see Boston Synchronized Skating Classic, Eastern Synchronized Skating Sectional Championship. Those are competitions, but the shows are the UVM Figure Skating Show and Middlebury Classic. Nope, that doesn't. Middlebury College Winter Carnival Ice Show. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. So tongue twister.
Yeah, words are really hard.
And can you tell me how you can join the team?
I'm going to check under contact. How to join. Triads are held at the beginning of the semester, and there's some contact information for the captains.
Cool. And lastly, can you tell me who the captains are?
Ooh. Samantha Shanks and Kate Wettergreen.
There's one more.
Ooh. Captains. That's interesting. I only see 2 names for captains. Let me check under members. Mm-hmm. They have nice little descriptions. Yeah, no, I can't find it. How interesting.
Interesting. Okay. That's all of my questions. Thank you very much. Do you have any questions for me?
How's your week going?
It's all right.
Awesome to hear.
Better.
That's about it.
Great. Thank you so much, Bridget.
Oh, of course.